This is Anil with a video tutorial for the learning led on C programming. So in this video tutorial we're gonna see decision making or the selection statements in C. Actually there are two selection statements available in C. One is if else, another one is switch. But here in this tutorial we're gonna see the if and else. So by using this if and else, you can make your program to execute some statements depending on some conditions. So first see the syntax of this if and else. So it's gonna be if, then an expression, and if this expression evaluates to true, then we are gonna execute the statements. So depending on the result of this expression, these statements will be executed. This expression will be constructed by using the relational operators available in C. So if you want to make a complex expression or a complex testing condition, then you can use logical operators along with the relational operators. So now we're gonna see how we can use this if statement or this if condition in our program. So for the demonstration purpose, I'm gonna create a variable, let's call it as age, and I'm gonna assign it with a value of 20. So here in this tutorial I just wanna check whether my age is greater than or equal to 18. So if my age is greater than or equal to 18, I'm gonna say okay, you are an adult. It's gonna be if. And here within this parenthesis we have to write the expression. So this age, then we're gonna use the relational operator which is greater than or equal to, then the value 18. So whether my age is greater than or equal to 18. If it is so, or if this condition evaluates to true, then we're gonna execute the statement inside this block, inside these curly braces. So here for the demonstration purpose, we're gonna write a printf statement, and we're gonna say okay, you are an adult. So I'm gonna save it, I'm gonna compile it and run it. So since my age is 20, this expression evaluates to true, that's why it says okay, you are an adult. So now we want to check whether my age is less than or equal to 18. If it is so, then I'm gonna say okay, you are a minor. So I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna change my age to, let's say 16. Save it, compile it and run it. So it says okay, you are a minor. So depending on the expression you used here, this statement will be executed if this expression evaluates to true. So you can use the other relational operators like less than equal to, then greater than equal to, then equal to, then not equal to, then less than, then greater than. So by using all these relational operators, you can construct the expression here. So if you want to make any complex expression or complex testing condition, then you have to use this and or operator. That's the logical operators, and you have to construct the condition. So now if this expression evaluates to true, then we are executing the statements inside this block. Let's say we have a situation where we have to execute some codes if our condition is true, and execute some other codes if our condition is false. So here this statements inside this curly braces is going to be executed only if this condition is true. So now we want to execute some statements if our condition is false also. For that purpose we can use the else along with this if. It's going to be if some condition is, or this expression is true, then we're going to execute these statements, and if this expression is false or this condition is false, then we're going to execute these conditions. So depending on this expression, whether this if or the else block will be executed. So here if my age is less than or equal to 18, then I'm going to say okay, you are a minor. Else I'm going to say okay, you are an adult. I'm just going to copy it and paste it here. You are an adult. So I'm going to save it, and now my age is 16, that's why it's going to say okay, you are a minor. Compile it and run it. It says okay, you are a minor, and now I'm gonna change my age to, let's say, 22. save it, compile it and run it. As you can see here, my age is 22. That's why this expression evaluated to false. That's why the statements in this else block are executed. So another thing is you can nest as many if and else statement inside this if block or this else block. So let's say if you have to test for some other conditions here in this if block or this else block, you can do that. So this is it. This is about the if and else decision making statements in C. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like my Facebook page at facebook.com/learninglight, and I see you in the next tutorial.